Tarot Talk, these are your cards for Throne Thursday. We have the Hermit. A lot of light being brought to the situation. We've been talking about this. Full moon on the 28th, full super moon. So the Hermit light, the full light, 10 of cups. Look at all the light. So the Hermit, talking about solitude after a breakup, doesn't necessarily mean love. It's just saying they brought you the light to the situation, respect your boundaries. Now we're getting the 10 of cups. Total Four of Pentacles moment where it's like everything, fear, worry, doubt you were insecure about, all this light is being brought back to your life. All your insecurities are taken away. It's like the candles are burning up all those insecurities. The Fool is talking about a false start. The Ten of Cups talking about finding a dream home. They're showing me the Justice card, so make sure that that contract that you sign, your lease, that everything is on point so you don't get bamboozled in the end. The Hermit talks about taking your time with things, so making sure that, in this new beginning, as everything looks so rosy, that you don't have a false start here. I did a collaboration, I think it was two Halloweens ago. And it's just like proof was in the pudding right there how different all four of us were. And it's just like, it's just proof to those that are starting this. It's like a lot of them come on TikTok and they're just like, how do we start this? And it's just like, well, this is what I did. It may resonate, it may not. But it's just like, start following healers. That's number one. Watch their lives. See if you can, start getting channel messages while you're watching their lives. Pay attention to what Spirit's trying to tell you. And definitely it's dedication, and, that's one thing that's the main thing a lot of people forget. That this isn't, it's a lot of time, it's a lot of dedication. You pour your heart and soul into it, and you'll start to see it flourish. You'll start to see how you build an audience, and then you can start, doing free readings, and then, start, once you get enough confidence in yourself and you're getting a lot of positive feedback, then you start, okay, my abilities are getting stronger. Okay, I'm going to start charging $10 for a reading. Obviously, you don't sit there, like I said, learn how to crawl before you walk, learn how to walk before you run. You can't start charging $40 out of the gate because you feel like, oh, I'm strong enough to try. Okay, if you feel that way, but, you're not going to build an audience that way because they'll be like, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. You know what I mean? So it's like you have to be authentic. I'm brand new at this. I'm building an audience. So long you're doing free readings, do lives, and then go into the start charging $10, and you'll build your audience there, and you'll start being able to charge like go up to $20. Go slowly increase. Obviously, keep in mind do not go to an insane amount where it's just like only you're gonna limit your audience. That's up to you. I'm not going to tell you how to run your business, but, just keep in mind, especially going through the crisis, this is our first, anniversary of, we're in our second year of it. So, people are, losing their homes and stuff. And sometimes, they need hope, and we're that hope for them. So just keep that in mind. Just, if you're going to go to that side of it, that's fine. God bless you, all the best. But just keep in mind, you will limit yourself to a lot of people. So our next card is the Ten of Cups. So joy, togetherness, love, achievement. The 10 denotes love, contentment, and the spirit of togetherness. Relationship group activities. Children thrive as you enter a phase of emotional financial security. So, we were going through this phase where it's just like, oh my gosh, what's going on? I feel like it's like universe is giving you pay attention. They're sending you messages to let you know things are getting improved. Things that I like with myself, I was just like, all of a sudden this person popped on my feed and I watched one video. I was like, oh, that's very informative. Next one popped in. I was like, oh, and I'm like, there's my answer right there. I had no idea. And it's like, there's my answer right there. And I'm like, okay, so it's like, there's messages of hope. It's very, you never know where the information that you're seeking is going to come from. So it's just like pay attention to what things are coming in. There's a reason for it. There's no coincidences. Old tensions and arguments dissolve. And this is where I feel like you got to be careful because you put your boundaries up, and now it's just like they're like, oh, they're not going to react the way that I want them to. That's why things are cooling down because they're waiting for you to be vulnerable again, and then they're going to try again. So it's just like, be careful. Just keep your boundaries up. So, and you find yourself a dream home. And this is where the hermit was saying, going forward slowly. This is where I was saying, be cautious here. Sit there, make sure everything is the way, just because it's like, oh my gosh, it's my dream home, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, okay, but is it really? Like, is there anything I have, termites, they're saying. So it's like, you gotta be careful. Just because they put perfume on a pig doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be good. Look at me. I sat there and I ran an opportunity, and oh, did I regret it. We call it the mold and mouse house. Like, it's just like, oh gosh. This card can also show another child coming into the family. We also remember how Spirit had said that we were going to get an opportunity to move, and it was going to be too good to be true, so to pass it up. Make sure that you know what I mean? You see everything in that situation, and I feel like this one's going to be the opportunity to move. But make sure with the contract, again, is it stipulated like, you're in this house until we sell it? Because the houses are selling like crazy right now. A lot of people are taking advantage, like, the euro dollar is worth double our money. So it's like a steal for them right now. Nothing against foreigners buying properties here, but it's like, people that actually live in the country and pay taxes 24, I know they pay taxes all year round, just like us, but the thing is, it's just like, you're sitting there and it's like you're buying up these properties and you're renting them out, and it's like the people that want to buy a home can't buy them, because they're sitting there and they're buying it and they're renting it out or doing whatever they're doing with it. But, it's just like, there's got to be some regulation that, they can only buy so much, because I know one person has been trying to buy a home for, I think, a year. And it's just like, every time someone swoops in, and it's just like, you can't even look at the home now. They buy it even before it's on the market. It's like, you make an appointment, it's like, oh, sorry, it already sold. It's like crazy. So it's just like, still don't let that make you shy away from it. It's just like, don't get desperate out of that situation. Just like where they were saying, if you're going from a breakup, and then all of a sudden, someone's like, let's go on a date. You're like, yes, absolutely yes, because, you're hurt. You're feeling in your feelings. And then it's just like, you end up sleeping with them, you're drunk, you sleep with them because you're hurt from the broken relationship. And you're like, what did I just do? So it's like, be careful. And here we go with the Fool, a false start, not a fart start, a false start. Idealism leads to rash decisions when the Fool's reverse, so consider all options before you embark upon a new venture in order to avoid a false start. Alternatively, apathy, ignoring an opportunity. So it's, are we overlooking something? Are we saying no to certain things? I know I made it. I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so uncomfortable with this, but I still did it anyway. Thank God they ended up being in another town. The way that they wrote it, I guess it was the way that they wrote it with the cursive, or they used some sort of style. It looked like it was my city that I'm in, or town, excuse me. And it ended up being the wrong town, thank God. Because I was just like, I don't know how the heck I was going to pull it off, but I know I always find a way, but it's just like, dang. You know what I mean? Oh my word. I was just like grateful that the universe didn't, that it wasn't my town. Because I was just like, oh my gosh, that was just crazy. So it's just like being careful. Like I said, learn how to crawl before you walk, and then learn how to walk before you run. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Thursday, March 18th. They're on Thursdays. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card. Bye.